What's up, guys? Kevin Cage back with another XRP update. XRP is almost at 57 cents, up 15% plus on the day. Now we're going to go through a few interesting points. I hope you stick around. Be sure to like and sub if you want daily crypto news, and let's dive in. So just to paint some perspective, we are on coinmarketcap.com. Remember, the previous all-time high was on January 4th of 2018, roughly $3.84, so anywhere from $3 to even $4. This was before on-demand liquidity was even live, formerly XRapid. It was before XRP was available on many exchanges, before there was ample liquidity and even other pairings and even SDKs and on-ramps to utilize the XRP ledger. We have Flare Networks, we have Line of Credit coming in this beautiful announcement by Ripple with this. We even have Tony was able to hook up an interview from Thinking Crypto, the YouTube channel, to have Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, on his channel sometime next month. So when I see this, I question, okay, well, will this news be timed with some type of pump? Because typically when you see the charts, you already know that the news will align with it, whether it is a pump or dump, so to speak. So I personally believe that we are in for a big surprise. And yes, I know I talk about other coins. It's nice to see that Filecoin has done well over a 5x now in the last 2 months. And this is the bull run. Now, I'm not showing other coins to say, haha, these conservative, boring coins like Filecoin that I own a little of are doing better than XRP. What I'm showing you is this is hope. This is additional confirmation and validation that XRP should follow suit. Why? Because we have dozens. I've gone through 200 assets yesterday alone, hours and hours and hours, and I'm seeing all of this. It doesn't take a genius to predict pumps in a bull run. I'm not acting like a genius. I can just properly read the macro trends on the weekly and monthly timeframes and read RSI. It really is that simple during a bull run. Keep in mind, during the the bear market for the past 3 years, I was happy to even just do 20% swings or even scalp trading on a daily basis. Now, doubling your money, at least with the assets that I vet thoroughly, I'm very happy with. So I hope this continues. And I think, yes, XRP, I know you people are going to get triggered, but XRP, yes, $1 to $2, obviously. $10 to $15, yes, I believe in that as well. Next up, $50 to $60. And if you believe XRP is going to be 4 digits or even $10,000 per token, that's fine. I would love that. I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm holding a portion for life, so I would want nothing more than that. And anything's possible. I'm not going to rule that out. But keep in mind, we're almost at 57 cents. Nice to see. And I just believe that we should be at well over $1 to $2 during this bullish cycle. So just to take a look at Filecoin, of course, this is one of the heaviest funded ICOs in history. I know we were talking about it a little at like $40, a little bit at $80, even like a couple weeks ago. This is the one I was joking about in my video, saying I would be comfortable to have my grandma hold it, just because I know the centralized holdings and I know how the game is played. So, of course, we were just kind of reading the RSI. I was watching some things that I've seen other assets do, and boom, just a simple couple week hold. And that's just how I play the game, at least during this bullish cycle. Everybody has their own style. You have to find what is best for you. Okay, so we have Filecoin on the daily, and this is going to apply to the XRP price chart as well. So we're going to turn the lights on. We have a fib right here from swing high, swing low, just utilizing this most recent wick. Notice we're approaching the 786 retracement of about $120. So when we see these pullbacks, we tap down on the EMAs or we just touch these other retracement levels, I'm not really fazed by it. I think it's healthy to consolidate in a market. We have a bull run, and we have other assets that are already up to, even a 100% retracement, and some like Theta and Luna that just do not obey the law. And I wish I had Theta. I missed it completely. They're going to the 4.236. And the craziest thing is, okay, so that would show XRP, like you can say, around here, $1 to $2, maybe $3, approaching that. But then you can say for XRP, okay, $10 to $15. And then if you want to look at like Terra Luna and Theta, which are quickly becoming like top 10 assets, you can actually do this. And I saw Blockchain Backer do this a long time ago, and I really appreciate that insight. And he was actually showing that if you drag the 236 retracement right here, and I've talked about this a few weeks ago as well, he was just dragging the 236 retracement up here, using this is the top for the fib. And when you apply this to Amazon, when you look at Theta, even Terra Luna, at least I've applied it to Theta and Terra Luna, but he'd applied it to Amazon. It was beautiful. This would actually ring true for a long-term prediction. So it's crazy to think that. Of course, from that, you're potentially looking at well over, 20x, which would be nice. But XRP's earnings potential, the ROI, is much higher. $50 to $60, beautiful per XRP. I mean, you have to keep in mind, I know I was tweeting this, and it upsets people when I talk about price for XRP, but it's because I believe in this asset. You have to have, and look at the monthly, and look at the macro, because it always keeps perspective. You're not afraid by these 20% pullbacks. If you're properly investing in assets that you believe in and understand the risk to reward, you should be able to ride out any type of pullback, any type of consolidation period. So, Filecoin is one example that has done 5x. Do I think XRP can get to $1 to $2 this year? Yes, but we have to be aware of the other risks and allegations with the SEC, but I still have high hopes for XRP. It's a global, decentralized network. Literally, the XRPL plugged right into RippleNet. I'm extremely excited. So do not focus on current price, whether it's, a tenth of a penny or $100 plus per unit or token or coin. It doesn't matter. Focus on the percent. Focus on the return on your investment. And you don't have to be married to any single asset. You're allowed to own what you see fit. Obviously, XRP is still one of my largest holdings, even though like DAG Constellation is quickly, it may even surpass it if XRP stays at 50 to 60 cents, but I'm hoping it skyrockets soon. You guys are allowed to see and do what you want with your money. So I'm going to talk about the coins that I like. Of course, I still cover XRP. That's not going to change, but I'll continue to talk about other assets, and I've done so. I even did that on my other channel, like before this channel, a long time ago. All right. Let me see. And also, keep in mind, I know I tweeted this and we'll get back to the news because I want to show you the target too, and it's huge. So I was talking about this. Imagine just holding XRP for a few years, then finally capitulating, selling, giving up your position just to go back into fiat US dollar. And then you wake up one day realizing XRP is $10 plus. I would be sick to my stomach. And of course that's FOMO, but that's not what I'm basing my investment off of. And a clean 20x, that's a 20x your investment from 50 cents to $10. And I saw some Bitcoin maxi was like, you're an idiot, that's impossible. And I kind of laughed and realized, because you guys realize Bitcoin last year in March was $3,000. What's $3,000 times 20x? 60,000. Bitcoin did it. And of course, yes, Bitcoin, the supply, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about year over year with mainstream adoption occurring. I think XRP can easily hit double digits. So teach their own, guys. I'm just kind of laughing about that. We've witnessed ZIL, we've witnessed AVAX, we've witnessed QNT, we've witnessed all these, even these micro caps that I've never even heard of that you guys probably hold and probably tell me to look at because I'm always late to so many assets. I don't know what to tell you. If Bitcoin did it, I believe that XRP, the standard, can do it as well. All right, so right here, guys. So a recent Reuters article, and this is going to tie into some very interesting things. I want to read a few quotes. So Germany creates a bridge between blockchain and the euro. So German authorities have developed technology allowing investors to buy and sell securities on the blockchain in return for central bank money, bridging a gap between two worlds. Very interesting. I'm not going to bore you with all the verbiage here, but essentially talking about the big groups utilizing DLT, guys. So right here, central bank payment news. This is the same thing, just showing a 1.5 or almost a 2-minute video clip here that I was watching earlier. I don't want to play it due to copyright purposes, but I'll just fast forward here. The trigger solution, DLT, and really just connecting. And you can't have a weak point. You need that's friction in payments. You need it to all interoperate extremely well. You need compatibility. This is target 2. Now, what does this have to do with XRP, Kevin? Let's stop, ranting here. Let's get to the point. All right, well, here's the famous document in 2015, Ripple and Task Group. Well, who's Task Group? Well, I want to show you this. What does this say right here? At the heart of the European Target 2 and T2S, this is the Target 2 securities, real-time gross settlement systems from the very start. You guys can see a variety of groups and countries right here. Singapore, UK, Sweden, Mexico. So we think Bitso, Singapore. In the UK are both countries and examples that have determined XRP to not be a security. Notice 2013, they call it the Ripple Protocol, XRP. All right, so it makes you wonder. Let's just think about that. This is Task Group. Of course, their logo is the owl for those of you that are interested in that. And we go to their website. So what is Target 2? And this has to do with the central bank payments and all this announcement that I'm talking about, okay? So right here, this is Deutsche Börse and Deutsche Bundesbank and Germany's finance agency have developed and successfully tested a settlement interface for electronic securities using distributed ledger tech. So we're going to keep moving here and notice in quotes, and even in the video I was just quoting, the solution enables cross-chain atomic transactions, even with hybrid ledgers. Remember what Bob Way said years ago, one of the first Ripple employees, discussing atomic swaps and central banks. It's a no-brainer. Now, connecting various DLTs, all these networks together, as well as directly to Target 2. We're going to talk about the actual millions and billions running through these systems and give you just a taste of one example, all right? So, already talked about Task Group. Look into them. Look into, Target 2 securities, big money. Now right here, Target 2 settles payments related to the EUROSYSTEM's monetary policy operations, as well as bank-to-bank and commercial transactions. Every 5 days, Target 2 processes a value close to the entire Euro area GDP, which makes it one of the largest payment systems in the world. No big deal. We've already shown integrations. We even, have groups like SIA saying we're working with the big blockchain groups years ago, such as Ripple and R3. And of course, SIA has direct ties to Quant and Overledger. And now we have KPMG also announcing usage of Overledger with Quant, QNT, XRP, liquidity, interoperability, the brother sister, just like even XLM. I'm very bullish on these assets, and I think people are too focused on price and trying to make quick money instead of keeping their eyes on the prize here. All right. So more than 1,000 banks use Target 2. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. We literally just showed well over 10,000 customers that are technically indirectly connected to Ripple, thanks to Volante, ACI Worldwide, Finastra with 9,000 customers right there integrated with Ripple, things of that nature. So you have to really think outside the box and don't take every piece of news at face value. All right, so they use Target 2, over 1,000 banks, to initiate transactions in euro either on their own behalf or on the behalf of their customers, taking into account branches and subsidiaries. More than 52,000 banks worldwide, and all their customers can be reached via Target 2. So why does Ripple need to team up with mom and pop shops and small 100-employee businesses and FIs, financial institutions, when they can just plug in to the backbone and the settlements layer of all of this? Exactly. And it reminds me of Nacha Alliance connecting to them years ago. All right. Now, this is also just Target 2 talking about Cognizant. I know we've discussed them in the past, another big DLT player. And we'll just kind of keep moving here. So right here, now some of this is on Wikipedia. You can vet this, take this with a grain of salt. I just wanted to give you some rough numbers. So Target 2 is also an interbank real-time gross settlement payment system for the clearing of cross-border transfers in the Eurozone. Remember, clearing, obligations, reconciliation, that is not settlements. All right. And now the good stuff, it was developed by and it's owned by the EUROSYSTEM. Target 2 is based on an integrated central technical infrastructure called SSP, Single Shared Platform. You know what this reminds me of? Single Shared Platform reminds me of DASL, D-A-S-L, the Digital Asset Shared Ledger, of course, that we know many groups have been working on. So it's operated by 3 providing central banks. Now listen to this. The Central Bank of France, which they've mentioned directly, the XRP ledger, and even the Ethereum blockchain as examples to interoperate or even build central bank digital currencies on top of. That's a huge deal. Now we have Germany with their Bundesbank, and I'm butchering that pronunciation, but nonetheless, you guys know what we're applying when we were just talking about them, and Deutsche Börse. And then we have Italy, the Bank of Italy. So Target 2 started to replace Target in November 2007, and it is a behemoth. Now let me show you some figures in 2012. Okay, so right here, the average value of a Target 2 transaction is about 7 million euros. This is in 2012. That value, even back in 2012, is approximately $8.4 million. What do you think it is today with inflation? This is why I'm excited, because when you're looking at even like XRP utility scan, you're looking at on-demand liquidity flows, you're seeing a few $1,000s moving, per day. Can you imagine what a single transaction of $8 million would do to the order book of XRP? That's why I'm excited. Yes, I want to speculate on the potential utility of the asset and obviously the price rise that would occur with that. Also notice right here, processed a daily average of 354,185 payments, representing a daily value of 2.5 billion euros. Now that's approximately, in terms of the US dollar valuation, almost $3 billion on a daily basis. And then you can obviously guesstimate and say, okay, 250 business days, 260 business days per year, what kind of money is flowing through, at least in 2012, per these rough numbers on Wikipedia. So take that with a grain of salt, but I just wanted to share. So we're just going to say like 250 business days. And that's approximately, so $3 billion US dollars per day times 250. That's about 750 billion. So almost $1 trillion right there. Now, this to me is just a drop in the bucket because you understand how big the derivatives market is. But overall, Target 2 has been looking at DLT for quite some time. Central banks are looking at it. Yes, they're dinosaurs. Yes, they're slow, but this is a step in the right direction. All right. So also wanted to point this out. So XR Patience, guys, XRP Artisan on Twitter, whales bought the dip that they caused and retail sold into it again. Retail falls for it every single time. The image is the top 0.1 or 0.01% XRP accounts over the XRP daily. Average whale balance is back at 17.8 million, where it was on March 21st. So they refilled their bags at cheaper prices thanks to retail. So notice you can kind of see right here, prices dumped, they refilled filled and accumulated. Now, yeah, I mean, potentially it's whales, or it's just algorithmic trading bots, or yeah, huge accounts just utilizing trading bots. And of course, Bitcoin's kind of controlling this market. So we are not decoupled. Many assets are not quite decoupled yet, but I think we are witnessing the very beginning. It's hard to really say when in fact the decoupling has begun, but I think that we're coming a long way year over year. So right here, guys, I was just retweeting this. So XRP line of credit, the LOC, is going to be very appealing for SMEs right on their website. With a line of credit from Ripple, your financial institution can use XRP to complete instant, low-cost cross-border transfers. We allow you to lock in a rate at the time of the payment, then repay us when it's convenient for you for a small fee. So beautiful, cannot wait. Of course, this is just for RippleNet users in certain jurisdictions. When we get clarity, regulatory clarity, the rules of the road of what you can and cannot do, I definitely expect to see more countries and RippleNet users start leveraging this feature, specifically the SMEs. All right, just wanted to point that out. You can see this on ripple.com/line of credit if you're curious. So right here, guys, Matthew Liony just sharing this, and I wanted to kind of cover this because it's a few quotes from Ashish Birla, GM of RippleNet. So notice, line of credit beta, and this is just beta still, shows that the service is helping money transfer service businesses make global transactions even more affordable for their customers. All right. Now right here, to send transactions, users use XRP, additional demand once again, which is provided by Ripple to complete their cross-border transactions. Users can get more funds to pay off their balance, and more credit will be automatically made available. Since RippleNet's security capabilities are SOC 2 certified as well, they are able to ensure operational excellence. Now, clearly leading the industry should be a no-brainer. And then lastly, to finish off this video, we can also see that there are more validators being added to the XRP ledger each day. So beautiful to see that. We still have a long way to go in terms of decentralization, a top-down approach. I love Algorand. People talk badly about algo because of the centralized approach, but to build something to be truly game-changing working with the system, I think it's a smart way to do it. This is how the internet was built. It started off with a few universities, and then it eventually made its way to retail. So up to you guys. Whether you value decentralization or you just are here to make profit, it's all good and great. Presently, over 150 validators are maintaining the XRP ledger today. While Ripple no longer runs the majority of them, the blockchain company still publishes its own proposed UNL, this unique node list. And this is a fact that was mentioned in the complaint filed by the US SEC. And of course, I'm not going to turn a blind eye to that, but I also realize how far we've come, and they're actually having goals to further decentralize the network. That's the plan, and you want to incentivize users to participate, I should say. So all good and great. The current UNL includes Coil, Bitso, BitHump, and other well-known names within the Ripple ecosystem. PAC Global itself is a partner of the Ripple-funded blockchain project Flare Networks. Beautiful. Now, if you guys have time, go to xrpl.org right here. This is shared by RippleX. Anyone can operate a validator. Currently, over 150 validators are active. Even right here, Moon Lambo making good point, 36 validators. Why do you say there's 150? I think they're just referencing the UNL specifically. They do need to update their website regardless. So you guys can go to xrpl.org, learn more about everything, the features, issuing currencies and IOUs, the decentralized exchange, learn more about consensus. It's just a beautiful website and highly recommend it. So let's see where we are for XRP. So currently around 55, 56 cents. Wake me up when we're at $1 plus, zero doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video.